Good morning. Welcome back to the Signature Movement. It's your girl Tanya D. Floyd in this kitchen. I'm getting ready to make my breakfast. I had a thought, early morning epiphany, you know. Then I saw, who did this? Then I saw something on Facebook this morning that reinforced what I said yesterday that I wanted to talk about, and it added something. So now it becomes an early morning epiphany because yesterday it was going to be something else. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, the thing is, hold tight. So the topic is trauma and its effects. But basically, some people, all people go through trauma, right? Different levels of trauma. But you ever known somebody who was determined to use their trauma as I'm going to say a shield or a facade? They use their trauma as a facade. What I mean by that is, they may have legitimately undergone some terrible things at some point in their lives that have affected the way they have relationships and how they deal internally and how they think and move and everything, right? But then they take that and they use it like, oh, I behaved this way because somebody hurt me in the past. Oh, I'm mean like this because I still have unresolved issues with my parents. Or, oh, I can't, love anybody or commit to anything or, attach to my kids properly or any of the things that people expect grown-ups to do because of what happened back then. Only the problem is not that they didn't have that, but that they basically want to live with it, live in it, live and like hold other people hostage to it, saying like, instead of getting treatment and healing and getting better and, instead of, being honest with themselves and the people that they're in the relationships with, they will keep falling back to, oh, but I have trauma. And, we all know that trauma is real. But how long you gonna hold on to that place? Like, how long we gonna say that? How long we gonna do that? How long we gonna not get a job because you hurt your leg and you got workers' comp 5 years ago? Your leg still hurts sometimes. Shit, all my stuff hurt every day, all the time. But I'm not minimizing the suffering. I'm just saying, how long we gonna hold on to that, and how long we gonna let that be our guiding, like our motivating force, our thing? How long? People don't have to put up with that crap forever because, you keep acting like it's still a real thing. Or it's still a thing that just, it's in the way. You know how many people have done the healing? I did a video, last week or the week before, about healing and how some of us have done the work and other people just refuse to. And, I don't have no place for that in my life. If you don't want to do the work, I can't be with you because I did my work and it was hard and it's still hard. And I'm still doing stuff every single day. So, I'm not dealing with people who asking for a pass because I already got my ass kicked from it. So, no. And that's the people I'm talking about. You just keep asking for a pass for bad behaviors and things. For being sorry. For being lazy. For being mean. For being just communicating with angry words all the time. For shitting on people all the time. Because you know what I said in that other video. It's like, the people who walk around from pillar to post with the bag of shit they keep carrying, they leave something everywhere they go. Them. Like, how long do we give you grace because something happened to you and you have experienced, a disruption in your moods and behaviors and things? We're not going to just do that forever. And you're wrong for asking us to, because you don't even suffer from the trauma like you say you do. You just know that people will relate and understand that and give you a pass or give you leeway or give you, something, allow you something because of that. When they find out the real deep truth of it, is that you just carrying it around because, it's an expired card, but you got it in your pocket and all you got to do is flash it and they think it's real. They think it's current. Nah, man, go do your work. But there's a group of people out here called sociopaths who use those things purposely. They don't really. They what's funny? I've been studying behavior and psychology and communication and all these things for years and years. But sociopaths do walk among us. Let's say that. And they're identifying features that, when you read about them, it always says they lack the ability to feel empathy or remorse. So they're not going to be sorry. And they really not going to understand how you feel because they don't give a damn about how you feel. They just cannot relate to how anybody feels. But they can feel pain and suffering and everything that somebody did to them. They can feel that. They know about that. They weaponize that. There's some people out here who act like that. I ain't got time. No time. I don't care who you are. I don't care how we related. I don't care who you know. No. I'm busy doing my work over here. And when I say my work, I mean my internal work on me. It's crazy. Yeah, well, I just wanted to come out here and say something. Because, the thing I saw on Facebook, what it said was, every now and then you'll hear somebody say my trauma made me better. Or my, suffering, my endurance through that thing made me stronger or whatever. But she said, no, that's absolutely false. It gave me PTSD, anxiety, sadness, depression, and a bunch of other stuff. But it did not make me better. I made me better. So the point is, if the people not willing to do their work, you got to cut them off because they will drain the life out of you. They want to keep complaining and being sad and being drunk and being whatever they want to do. And, we all understand you had that experience. We understand what that did to you. And the deadbeat dads, I talked about them once on a video a couple of weeks ago when I said something about opportunity. It was the day I went to the eye doctor, October 11th. So anyway, yeah, go back and find that video. But it's about how they use, my baby mama put me out. My baby mama did this. My baby mama did that. She won't let me see the kids. She took me to court, Okay, that's all real. And that's all fine and good. But now you being a deadbeat by choice because you want to keep saying because of that you so, in your feelings. You just can't get yourself together. You can't bounce back. You miss your kids so much. But what it is a lie. Because what you're doing is you're using that time away from your obligations and responsibilities to her and that kid. And I say her if the baby's under a certain age. You obligated to help her out with that kid. You're obligated anyway. Forget about it. But anyway, whatever you obligated to do, you can, slide away from briefly and do what you want to do and play and party and drink and smoke and hang out with your friends and just be quiet if you choose to while she over there up at night feeding people, trying to make sure people are not, sick, making sure they entertained and all these other things. She got a 24-hour job and you over here breezing because she did that and she was wrong. And yes, she did and she was. But it don't absolve you from your responsibility. Go get the kid and bring him where you at. Something. But you would rather go, no, I just feel so much because she did that. How long though? We're going to give you a clock on that thing. Because life goes on. And there's work to be done. And there are people out here who are doing their work who don't rely on those excuses. We just not going to keep dealing with y'all mess, okay? And I say we because whoever's listening right now and you understand what I'm talking about and you've done it and you've seen it and you know about it and you live with it, stop letting them people get over, okay? If you do your work, they can do their work. And I'm not one who ever expects that you can put a clock on somebody else's grief. But again, even people grieving know that they got to come up out of that thing at some point or else it's just no turning back. You're going to stay in the hole. Who wants to live like that? I think it's disrespectful and unfair. God gave us so much, so many things. I just thought about it today. I was looking around like, who would choose to just do the doldrum rigmarole, stuck in a rut life, when there's so much out here to see and do and have and be, places to go and all? Why would you just sit and waste away? You've been given an opportunity to live. Go do that. Enjoy that. God was fine where he was. He created us. He ain't have to. He ain't need to. He ain't need no company. He had company. Angels was there with. He ain't need us. But he gave us life. He gave Adam a whole perfect wife, custom designed, top to bottom, around that one rib, because all the other animals had mates. And he was out here doing his work so faithfully, and decided, you know what, Adam might be a little bit lonely. I'm going to go ahead and make him a partner. You don't have no right to waste your life or your time doing stupid, self-indulgent, non-productive, idiotic things. Do better, okay? I might sound judgy. I'm judging a little bit. Yeah, I lied. I'm looking down on you through my... Nah, I'm looking down my nose at you. It's a mess. I don't like it. Anyway, I made a decision. I am, so, once upon a time before all of this, I wrote books. 9 of them, to be exact. I wrote one. Well, I finished one during COVID. But, anyway, I've been positive for a long time. And every time I turn my phone on and look at the internet, I see all these, thought gurus who have these positive, uplifting platforms and, things about how to live a more full and happy life, and just ideas, and like literally sitting there going, somebody's thought for the day or whatever. I've been doing this for 20 plus years, okay? My first book was published in 2005. However, I was writing poems long before that. The book was actually a book of poems that I had compiled over some time, right? I decided my books just be sitting on Amazon, don't nobody know about them and stuff. And some of the thoughts, I read through some of my poetry last week, and I was laughing at myself because, like, girl, I remember that place we was in. We just said the things. I was dating some guys, and each time it went bad, I would write a poem about it. But yeah, I'm going to start sharing my poems on here. So, I don't just talk about how people should do things, like looking from the outside in. I've done the internal work, and it started with writing about what I was feeling. So, stay tuned for some of the original, I call them digital originals, from Tanya D. Floyd, because I just sat and typed out my feelings, and it became something great in my opinion. It was published because somebody's gonna find it at some point. A lot of people did read them when I first put them out. Now, don't get me wrong, because I put them out there for the people and said, hey, it's out here, go get that, check it out, digital, print, all that. But yeah, let me show you some of the things that I have seen and done when I talk about doing the work, okay? So maybe you're doing the work, ain't courageous enough to go get a therapist yet, but maybe you just start writing some stuff down. You got to do something. Stop being a mess. Stop dragging your shit bag everywhere you go. It's just not, it ain't right, okay? Have a great day.